All right, let's see what's going on here. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, welcome. If this is your first time here, it's definitely a pleasure having you in. I go by the name of L'Esprit. I am a spiritual healer, and technically, hold on, as a spiritual healer, what I do is that I pretty much help other people in becoming in alignment with who they are. And generally speaking, you can only do that by identifying those different aspects of you and have them coming together, meaning now you are in alignment. It's pretty much the same idea of mind, body, and soul, that alignment. That's exactly what I do. You know what I'm saying? But now, I guess the additional step to that is to understand and identify your emotional patterns. How are they being created? You understanding that you are energy. So therefore, whenever energy, it's there's always message. There's constant, intelligence and energy. That's how we are able to. When you say someone is psychic, no, I mean yes, they are, but they're tapping into that connection. When somebody's, I'll give you a perfect example. If someone is giving you, let's just say, an akashic reading or some shit like that, you tapping in into that energy, and that energy has the message for you. That's why when you're psychic, you could feel somebody's emotion. And depending on how somebody feels, that energy has a message. I'm happy, I'm not happy. Now it's being reflected in my face or my facial expressions. But nevertheless, this is all spirit shit. Meaning, you got to be aware of that and understand now how all your emotions are being created, through your internal and external experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why, like, sometimes an asshole could be an asshole because of a reason. They created that due to how they process the energy. Now, you know what? I've been too nice to people. I can't be doing that. But all of that has to do now with the external and internal experiences. How you, that's why, oh man, I'm jumping ahead of myself here. But anyway, so again, well, that's what I do in my Patreon too. So, I pretty much break that down for you to understand. Because for you to become in alignment with yourself, that's what self mastering is. Or, self consciousness. That's what that is. But I guess what I'm truly saying here is, the whole process of you getting to know yourself. In other words, that's what the occult does. It helps you with that. That's why we deal with the hidden culture. Again, I'm getting way ahead of myself. I'm on fire. Slow down. Slow down. I'm excited to have you in, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Can you tell? Now, if you're coming back, you already know what we do here. You know what I'm saying? I was just being extra. mm. And no shame in my game, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we working. You know what I'm saying? We clocked in. You know what I'm saying? You tell them what you see, man. But anyway, if you're coming back, you already know, man. Guys, it's always a pleasure. Get a plate. It's always a holy communion. We're having our last supper right here. You know what I'm saying? Where we get to break bread, exchange true, what I'm saying, like giving sights, allow other people to elevate. You know what I'm saying? We want to give you the knowledge that takes you from, point A to Z, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's why this is about enlightenment. That's why I'm holding the mirror of knowledge. So you can see yourself. You're looking good, baby. So this is all you. But anyway, you see, I need to stop. I think I'm going to put myself in the corner. You Yo, nigga, take yourself to the corner. You know what I'm saying? 5 minutes. Anyway, right? So, and as a spiritual healer, for me to do the work that I do, I use something called spirituality. That's what I talk about. So, especially if this is your first time, even if it's not, but I want this to really stick with you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like when we talk about spirituality, it's, what the fuck do we mean? Are we talking about a belief system here? Are we talking about religion? Or are we talking about something that's far distant from you? Because if that's what we're talking about, you guys are falling short. Because none of these things had anything to do with your spirituality. Spirituality is telling the narrative of the spirit. Now, who are we? Let's find out. A belief system, those beliefs came from us. We created different belief systems. Now, if you want to say it was given from a God to us, then we agreed to it. This shit couldn't be possible without us. Yo, nigga, believe it or not, all the different gods that people are talking about would not be possible without you. Because we all agree to it. I'm not talking about whatever your God is. I got mine. I created mine. I'm sticking to it. This is the great narrative. But anyway, there's a lot to be said about this. If you understand this, that's why the Kabbalion tells you all is mental. Now, this is a fully loaded statement because that statement, it's a little bit more than, a lot of people sometimes says, they be using the fucking idea of anything that you're seeing was first a thought. And there was this lady I was talking to. She was so cute because she was talking about, double creation because it's already created in your mind. Then now it's being, that's why I always tell people too, it's recreation. Or that you are manifesting it. That's essentially what manifestation is. It's those thoughts, those ideas that you bring into this world. And then now niggas are telling you, hey, you have the power to do that. Well, wait a minute. So if I got the power to do this, if I could do this, what does that say about me? Spirituality, nigga. Spirituality is your fucking answer. Seek the kingdom of God and everything else will be given to you. So in other words, what I always like to tell people, spirituality is your humanity. It's you taking a shit, it's you walking down the street, it's you fucking a bitch. And if you're anything like me, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You turn the shit dark. It's dark up in this motherfucker. I created. How do you want it? Now, that's why the Indian called this world Maya, which means illusion. And now, to go back to the statement that it's all mental, because even now they're telling you with quantum physics that what you're looking at as being material is nothing but condensed energy. Like, what the fuck? You mean tell me what I'm holding on now? That's not what it is. Exactly what it is. So in reality, what they're truly saying, in a way, nothing is truly physical. Meaning it's all mental. You know what I'm saying? So the all mental statement goes a little beyond just a thought that comes, like it embodied all of it. And that's the foundation of African spirituality. That's what ma'at, harmony, coming together, oneness is. That's when you become perfect. The perfect man, the holy man. And that has nothing to do with being flawless. You know what I'm saying? It's the perfect imperfection. it's, you know what I'm saying? Tomatoes, tomatoes, man. Well, that's what a fucking illusion is. So now, can you imagine if you're trying to separate the material and the physical? What are you doing that for? Excuse me, what are you doing that for? You playing yourself. Stop. But anyway, now that you know spirituality, spirituality is, it's nothing but you. This is your story. Now, once you start to acknowledge or recognize certain those divine qualities in you, then now you're becoming spiritual, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to claim your throne. It's all good, homie. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You feel me? We good. I know. I know you know. I know you could do it. Because I've done it. I did it for you. But you still got to put the work in. We're all one. That's the oneness. You see what I'm saying? It's like, now, niggas, listen, man. This is for the elders. If you could catch on, like, if you could step on those stones, oh, you definitely claiming your authority, which is what we're going to be talking about tonight. You got to claim your authority. You got to understand what the word authority means, too. You know, for you to have the self-realization, that self-mastery, that, you know, consciousness, come on, man. That's you claiming your authority. That's you knowing who you are. That's when you're no longer playing. You are no longer dreaming. Guess what? You are the Buddha, the Christ. You're regular shit, niggas. Now, you knowing who you are, and that's what they're trying to tell you. Even when they tell you about the law of manifestation. Guess what? You're not just your physical body. There's another way we can actually do this here. And that's what, in so many words, you could talk about the evolution of the collective consciousness too. Because, you know, the pendulum swings. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's going to be like that. You're going to have, that's why you have your, you know, again, they did it for us too. You know what I'm saying? And right now, a lot of us are swinging on, we've been on that side. That shit's swinging back. You know what I'm saying? So there it goes. I said, I came to work. You wildin'. I'm just doing my work, babe. So now, we're talking about claiming your authority. You know what I'm saying? Because when you claim your authority, that's when... And here's something else too. Because spirituality, when they say only you can save yourself, what they're truly telling you is that is your individuality. That's what your individuality is. But unfortunately, in the fucking European perspective or ways of looking at things, which is always, one-sided. Hold on, man. Get my shit. That's why they have duality. You know what I'm saying? There's no connection between the body and the mind. So their ways of claiming authority over their body is by suppressing, or taking over the self. I'm sorry. It's one-sided because now that's why they would tell you for you to be spiritual, you have to go, you have to transmute your physical body. They don't have the oneness. So therefore, that's why what religion is doing is suppressing. You got to have control. To have control of your mind, you got to have control of your body. That's their mastery. It's so short, though. It sounds good. It just fell short. Oops. You know what I'm saying? You missed it. And that's what makes you one-sided, because now you're not exploring that physical aspect of it too. That's what makes you, if you're one-sided, you're not a holy man. So what makes you unholy is because you're not thinking, you know what I'm saying, holy. You know better, you do better. Energy never lies. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just say, if I'm sad as fuck and I'm over here, like, doing what I'm doing here, this nigga, come on, man. Nigga, stop. There's something wrong. We don't know what it is, but something wrong, but we're going to keep listening to you. Right? Then you can get this energy right now. Which you are already getting. But what I'm trying to say is, like, people don't lie. You can't lie. Everything is out in the open. People just don't see them. Yes. Now, you have to awaken to it. You got to wake up to it. It's right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Everything's right in front of you. You just got to see it. The law of attraction is another way. It's something else that's allowing you to have a better perspective of who you are. But unfortunately, it's not being sold that way, because here's something else too. Spirituality in itself, it's a pure, that's why you can't really put it in words. That's why it is the all and the nothing. That's why, like, you know what I'm saying, I can't really, let's just say someone who doesn't drink. I'll give you a perfect example. Let's just say, hypothetically, I was the dude that would come here with a bottle of smart water, non-smoking, talking about spirituality, keeping a healthy state of mind, not to do drugs. That's also beautiful. And that is also part of it too. You know what I'm saying? But there's another side of that too. Ow, nigga, what? That's the whole science of the drunken master. Like the fucking Chinese, they understood that shit. They build a whole fucking style on drunken niggas that are acting like they drunk and shit. That's where I come in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna tell me because you drink smart water and I drink rosé, you more spiritual than I am? Alright, pick a boo, nigga. If you were to tell me that, I know you don't see. Because you can't unsee what you don't see. You can't unseen. That's why what's understood doesn't have to be explained. If you know, then you know. You know what I'm saying? You're telling me, you know what I'm saying, why I don't know? You can, but there's layers to it. You can't tell me you don't know when you don't know yourself, though. That's what I'm trying to say. But that's why that's the base. That's how blinds always lead another blind, and that's what we all see. All the blinds get together. The minute there's a motherfucker that got some light, oh man, you're a threat to them. You're a threat to them. That's why even in the Bible it tells you, you know what I'm saying, the light came among the darkness, but they refuted it. They casted that shit out. You know what I'm saying? You fucking us up here, man. We good. We're comfortable. We do not want to see. We not ready to see. So again, all of these storyline is nothing but spirituality telling your story. You are the Christ. You are the Buddha. And those idea of Christ and Buddha, that's what they represent. So for you to empower yourself to claim your authority, nigga, you got to claim all of these motherfuckers. You are Buddha. You are Jesus. That's your story. Embrace that shit. Claim that bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's your story. What you gonna do? He's talking about you, man. Hang your fucking picture up there. This is your house. Hang your pictures. You know what I'm saying? Walk around naked. Shit. Jerk off if you want to. When you know, you know. So a lot of the Buddhists, they talk about the non-attachment shit that they talk about. Well, they don't really talk about it in the sense that I'm talking about it. But they're referring to a non-attachment to a material world. Right? But what I'm trying to say is, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, consciousness itself, it's so pure. That's why you can't dirty it. You can't mold it a certain way. And guess what? That's where individuality comes in. That's why you have Christ, you have Buddha. That's why you have motherfucking you know, Seth, Osiris. That's what all of that shit represent. Nothing but multiple aspect of you. And that's how great you are too. You know what I'm saying? Again, like, claim your shit. And here's something else too. For you to have self-mastery, that means you have to give power to yourself. Not to what other people are saying, but to you. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to create your, in other words, your individuality. The relationship of the Father and the Son means your individuality, you know what I'm saying, you acknowledging your spirit and your relationship to the whole world, to the other spirit. It's like it's like this atom, you know what I'm saying, how are you relating to everything around you? That's a big transformation. You know, that's how, you know what I'm saying, you becoming godlike. That's that connection of the Father and the Son. You knowing who you are and still experiencing yourself and the Father at the same time. And, well, I don't know why shit. Now, a lot of European perspective on that, you know, would be more like, what the fuck was I talking about? Hold up. I get that rose. You know what I'm saying? You can't put, but at the same time, like to just to get back to spirituality too, it's like that's why we say game recognize game. Like the masters know another master. Like their style could be different. That master could be even better than that other master. But a master recognizes another master, dog. However you dissect it. So what I'm truly saying here is that there is a state of consciousness that we all share once you attain that level. Well, that's the Godhead. That is your awakening that we all can share. That's your connection with the fucking ancestors now. And they trying to get you to have that connection with them. That's why they left everything for you. Now, once you pick it up, you could see them, they could see you. It's for you, man. It's all you. Now it's just a matter of you accepting that. Well, that's where you're going through your process. Well, guess what, man? You have a subconscious mind, you have a conscious mind. You can start there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wow. And guess what? There's something called the law of manifestation. You could do that too. I figured I would fast forward to what's happening now. Why not? You know what I'm saying? I'm flexible. You know? Shit. Why the fuck not? So now, we're saying energy never lies, but that's not where I was going to go with this, though. So claiming your power, like even when we're talking about mind control is when you're not controlling your own mind. And generally speaking, that's the population. That is a lot of people who, I'm saying, a good 95% of us, you know what I'm saying, with no gods, with no form of direction. That's why in African spirituality, we're talking about each one teach one. You feel me? Come on, man. I know, you know what I'm saying? I give you that sight, man. You know what I'm saying? We're givers. Each one teach one. And vice versa too. And that could be translated in so many different layers too. Because still sharpens still. But most importantly too, it's showing you the fucking harmony, the embrace, the love, the compassion. Those are fully loaded shit, man. Like, these niggas, our ancestors left us a lot of proof, man. You just gotta tap into what the fuck they talking about. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it's important for you to get in their frequency so you can understand what the nigga was trying to say. That's what they telling you about contacts. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to hear what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? To really hear what I'm saying. That's how you tap in. Do you see what I'm saying? That's another psychic ability, too. Like, I've been doing a lot of that lately with some of the books that I've been reading. Because I just stop in into the motherfucker. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's what you mean by that. Because every author who had a book, they have an idea. You know what I'm saying? A main point. And then now they're just breaking this shit down to you in fucking chapters. And then now you have a title that matches what that main idea is. Well, I'm writing on a book myself. So, and then, you know what I'm saying? You just go there. But when you know what I'm saying, like a guy like me, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important. You got to look at the bigger picture. So, you know what I'm saying? Essentially, so technically what we're doing is that's how you materialize God. Having that bigger picture, you know what I'm saying? Then it's that's why, you know what I'm saying, everything, there's a connection in everything. That's why the universe is all connected. You can't separate anything. You know what I'm saying? Even something like your body, unfortunately, and I'm showing you how short the European perspective is, especially, you know what I'm saying, in that separation of the mind and body, of humanity and spirituality. Because the body is also as a big part of you. You have your emotions, your desires. You know what I'm saying? When you suppress certain shit, you know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of motherfuckers are ill, man. You're mentally ill because you're not balanced. You didn't acknowledge that emotion in you. That's why motherfuckers are being triggered and all that shit. You see, the energy never lies. Now, once you understand it, now it's being translated, you know what I'm saying, and the motherfucker being delusional, hatred, you know, all of that shit is out of fucking ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Them not being holy, they are out of balance. There's no ma'at. There's no harmony. Whereas the true spiritual master, you don't separate. Your spirit embodies this body. Meaning they all become one. To embody your body, it's like that, you know, the experience become one experience. Oneness. That's what this shit is all fucking about. That transcendence, to be free of matter, I already talked about that. It's not to deny matter, but it's to embrace it. And now you're looking at it in a whole different level. How do you niggas want it? Come on, man. Mayday, mayday, nigga. So? That's the work. That's your purpose. You know, I'm just trying to get you to even get to see that. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's the beauty of, you know what I'm saying, me being at your service. Love, honor, and respect. Oh, I'm conceited, nigga. I still my beauty. I ain't no shit in my game, nigga. 24/7. Shit. You can't fake this funk, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I can't even snitch on myself on this one. You know what I'm saying? And why would I do that anyway? We are in perfect harmony here. Why would I do that? Why would I suppress or repress my emotions? No way, baby. I'm very emotional, nigga. You know what I mean? Obviously. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? Let me talk to you, man. Let me nurture you, nigga. So again, yo, buddy. Again, all of that is showing you. I'm trying to get you to see past the illusion. Do you see what I'm saying? Cooperan. Wait. So claiming your authority, again, it's just another way of saying you being conscious. But it's being said in a way now you have to empower yourself. Meaning coming in harmony with your emotions. Standing up for your values. Standing up for yourself. Seeing more in you than just the physical. That's how you're being free of matter. But not by saying fuck matter, but by you getting in touch with your true self. That's why all you got to do is wake up. That's all you got to do. And there's nothing else. Everything else is just it's just a distraction. Magic, whatever the fuck you're into. It's beautiful too. Why not? Shit, I said do all of it. But you don't want to sound good and fall short. That's what I'm saying. You're playing yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to be the person, the fool. By the time the fool recognizes the game, the players are no longer playing. You missed the boat, baby. You fell short. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be left behind, baby. Don't do it to yourself, but don't worry. I'm here to work with you. I'll give you the best that I got. Well, I ain't even got a promise. You be the judge. I'll let you judge me, baby. I'm working for you. I surrendered. I know what I'm doing. I know myself, baby. What about you? That's how I'm feeling out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling pretty. Oh, that old shooting and shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, to get back to claiming your power, you know what I'm saying? It's important, again, for you to understand how your emotions are being created. To take authority of these things, that's what I was saying. Because it means different things depending on what level that you are. You know what I'm saying? Depending on because again, once you're being born again, well, now you're a new baby. Now you're just going to have to learn how to walk again, how to speak again. That's how you have in a whole different perspective. Even in the Matrix, they're showing you, you know what I'm saying, Neo has to learn everything, how to let go. But first, you would have to become conscious enough for you to understand that you activate your spirituality, which is now you're becoming spiritual. And you know what I'm saying? And this works for you. But if you're not there, I also, because I try to, you know what I'm saying, have a little something for everybody. If you're already here, you're welcome. You know what I'm saying? I'm specifically speaking for you. But if you're in the process of realizing who you are, I'm talking for you too. You see what I'm saying? Listen, man, once you catch on to it, that's it. I'm saying, you can't, ain't no halfway smart, bro. You can't be halfway smart. You can't be halfway smart, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Now, you could be a smart motherfucker. Yes, you need to learn more. And of course, that's why niggas who know more always tell you they realize they know less. I get it. I know what y'all saying. Capiche, nigga. I heard you. I heard you. Heard. I wonder how I know. Now, that's the part where I'm cinching on myself, nigga. You got to. From times to times, nigga. You know what I'm saying? As far as how good or how good or I feel like I'm doing, I'll leave that up to you. I'm not gonna say anything on that one. It's all yours, baby. It's all yours. This is just a giveaway. Like, so let me see what you're gonna do with that. Then I'll tell you more. Let me see what you're gonna do with that. If you can handle it, then I'll give you more. You know what I'm saying? Ouch. Man, listen, man. I'm a smooth operator, baby. Mm-mm. You can't touch this. You know what I'm saying? Shit, hammer, my nigga. But so again, but the idea of claiming your power, right, is also part of you attaining that higher state of consciousness as well. So that's part of the journey. First, to acknowledge them, to give power to them. Now, meaning that you are start to believing more in your intuition. Because that's how you muster up your fucking psychic abilities. You gotta trust your gut, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could be wrong. I mean, shit. I mean, that's where you're gonna have to find that medium. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be wrong sometimes, but sometimes you're just gonna know too. And you're gonna know when you know too. And that's the part you don't wanna fucking neglect. Because that's that part right there. That's that alignment. You know what I'm saying? That's the relationship between the Father and the Son. And the bitch too. And the Holy Spirit. Or the feminine energy. Whatever the fuck. I'm saying? Yeah, I'm trying to include everybody, alright? I'm trying. But if you want to judge me on that, it's okay. I name a couple. I'm just saying, you ain't got to be too harsh on me, baby. If you're going to judge me, make sure you talk to me nice. That's what I'm saying. Don't abuse your power, nigga. Don't be too hard on yourself. Because at this point, now you're being too hard on yourself. Sit back, relax, nigga. So, now we're saying, you know, and that's what the occult is dealing with, right? And although I'm saying it the way that I'm saying it, but there's a lot of underneath work that is being done. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're trying to get you to acknowledge. You know, that's when you understand your subconscious mind. Now you have to empower these things. Right? Meaning you got to go more by them. You know what I'm saying? In other words, you used to see things this way. Now you're becoming a little more intuitive. Now you're seeing things that way. That's the purpose of being born again, right? Right? So now, you know what I'm saying, even shit doesn't look too good. You know what I'm saying? Now you have a positive outlook on shit, on how shit was going to turn out. Now that you consider yourself, you know what? I mean, I see the lesson right here, right now. That shit may not look like the way I know, but, you know what I'm saying? You're moving like that blind man who's reading the scriptures, who's being in alignment with your intuition. Although you don't see it now, that's what it means to surrender to the Spirit. To learn how to let go, to surrender, to become cosmic. That's when, you know what I'm saying, even at that point, you're not suppressing your individuality, but you are embracing. You are at this point embracing the God, the Father. Oh, this is for the grown-ups, man. It is what it is, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, some of these things gonna slip, man. Once it's out there, what you do whatever the fuck you want to do with it. I know I'm working. You know what I'm saying? I'm sticking to my guns, nigga. You stick to yours. But anyway, now you're seeing life in a whole different perspective. You know, that's the idea of saying, as a child, I spoke like a child. But as a man, you know, I got to speak like a man. Meaning now, having that, you see, it's being done in different levels. That's why everybody is conscious, but we're talking about different degrees of consciousness here. That's why we're talking about the Christ consciousness. The ultimate you knowing the ultimate you. You truly being in connection with the man behind the scene. You making that connection with your higher self. That's the highest state of now. This is now you get to sit among the elders. Now listen, man. There's a lot of fucking. How did he say that shit? There's a lot of spot in my father's home, nigga. Nigga, shit. You ready? You just got to get there though. It's right in front of you. So again, this is your story. And if you understand that, then you will understand the power of mythology. That's why our ancestors created mythology for us. Understanding that it's all mental. It's the narrative, the story that's being told. Now, when you have not claimed your authority, you're just going with just any type of fucking narrative. Well, that's the essence that's what mind control is. That's how they keep you as a slave, if you want to speak it that way. But ultimately, it's being ignorant. But at the end of the day, the people are perishing due to lack of knowledge, due to ignorance. You're not conscious because you're ignorant. When you're conscious, you're no longer ignorant. It's that simple, dog. It's that easy. Yes, it is. Just like that. Just like that. So now we got to get back to, well, we're still going to stay on it, but we're going to retract a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let me rewind it a little bit. So now I'm showing you in so many ways how not only everything is all mental, but I'm also showing you the different levels of consciousness as well. You know, when somebody's telling you don't argue with fools, it makes you being a fool yourself, because like the person don't know and you're going to argue with somebody who don't know. That's why the wise man tell you, like, at this point, who's the fool? That's why the purpose of knowledge is to become wise. That's why the spirit shall, you know what I'm saying, take over the body. Not dissociating them, but to make them one. God damn it, niggas. You make it one. That's why now you being a god on earth, because now with your psychic ability, with your ability of absorbing, understanding energy, then you have your psychics, you have your Tahooties, you have a nigga like me. I'm talking about it. I'm snitching on me again. Simplicity reveals the master, man. I can't tell you to master yourself if I don't master my own damn fucking self. It doesn't make any sense. So, man, it speaks for itself, man. That's why the pain, the remedy of the pain is in the pain. It's in the pudding. Whatever you're seeking for is seeking for you. How do you want it? A lot of us are not in alignment. Well, obviously, because now if you're suppressing the body, and here's something else too. That's the power of religion, to be honest, is to control the idea for you to have a stronger mind, you have to control the body, and that's not the case at all. That's where it sounds good. That's where they're telling you their philosophy or their ideal of being spiritual is like you have to suppress. Fuck the body. Fuck humanity. They're looking at it sideways, like one. I mean, from one side. They're not looking at the bigger picture. Obviously, you can't be conscious to a certain level. Do you see what I'm saying? But when you, just like I was talking about, when everything comes together, that's the relationship of the fathers and the son. That's when the heart become as light. Shit, as a feather. Hey, you're not even concerned about this earth. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not for me. I'm eternal. Shout out to Professor Small. I love that. I'm eternal, nigga. The fuck? But that state of mind, even to get to see it that way, that's part of the awakening. That's part of the journey. That is part of, in other words, of self mastery. But once you get there, when you get there, you get there. Now that's when you become super conscious. Now that's what you have your ascending masters, the shining ones, the Christ, the Buddha. Because when you know, you know. Then now we all have different purposes once we get to know. You have niggas like me, I'm a priest. So I came here to give out this message. I volunteered. You know what I'm saying? But you have a lot of other brothers, there's a lot of other priests out there. I mean, awakened, I should say, shiny ones, holy ones. But their job is not to communicate that. That's not for them. They live in a conscious life, a fully spiritual life, and that's what they do. That's it. I think your boy Eddie Murphy is one of these niggas. Game recognized game. Well, for me. Fully conscious, 100, you know what I'm saying, fully spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Look at his behavior, man. You know what I'm saying? I see the God in this nigga. You know what I'm saying? But hey, to each his own. You looking pretty out here, baby. You know what I'm saying? Some people say I even laugh like you. I even I ain't shit, nigga. I was watching her look around, trying to laugh like a nigga. Nah, it wasn't that much of a love, nigga. I love you, but not that much. But anyway, I'm saying all of that to say, then you have different purposes. That's why you have your priest. Those who hold the gates, right? Then you have guys like me in the sense of holding the gates, the knowledge, the understanding that would allow you to elevate to the next stage of your life. You're going through the portals, different portals. There's level in this consciousness thing. You know what I'm saying? As you being more attuned with yourself, your psychic abilities, all of this shit, all that shit's gonna take place here. That's why some of these niggas who are card readers, these are them niggas. You know what I'm saying? They're attaining a certain level of acknowledgement and connection between this earth. You know what I'm saying? They become in harmony. And now these niggas are giving you readings. They're tapping into and understanding the fucking symbols. Oh, I see these niggas. I see them. Damn. That's that wolf shit. We here, baby. They around. Oh, I know. They telling me keep talking that shit. So, yo, again, what we're talking about here, you know, the words got to be made flesh. The spirit has to take form. Well, that's why we're here. We manifested ourselves here. That's the experience. Now, to become the bright ones, you know what I'm saying, the one who's fully conscious of this dream or this reality, the one that we created, that's where you become the bright one. And I'm here to teach you. Hey, 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 look at you. Hey! Say that way, stupid. Good job. Keep going that way. Or as you're doing this, you're doing that. That's the connection. That's what the ancestors did for us. They fought the war for us. We just got to admit to it. Admit it. Admit it, meaning now we start seeing it that way. We walk in that path. We're claiming that authority. You have to become Osiris. You got to become Horus. That's how you claim that shit. To claim your authority is to claim that narrative. Well, I've been telling you you're a king. Are you going to start acting like one? Because a king acts like a king. That's what makes a king a king. That's why energy don't lie, man. You know what I'm saying? Energy don't lie. They tell you, you know somebody's character when they go through some bullshit in life. Watch how a nigga act when he doesn't have money and the way he acts when he get money. That should tell you everything you need to know. Again, energy does not lie. That's why if you're an asshole when you were broke, you're going to be an asshole when you make money or when you have money. However you want to address it. That's why money don't make you better. What makes you better is you having a better perspective of you. Generally speaking, accountability, that could be a start. And then we're telling you, don't blame yourself too much. Get to see the bigger picture. It helps you to get to see yourself on that light, and now you are making better steps. That's the baby that's walking. Keep walking. Yeah! Good job, Ethan. That's my boy. Daddy love you, nigga. Handsome little nigga, man. That's my boy. You hear me? I love this boy, man. But yo, check this out, right? That's this nigga, you know what I'm saying, calling like, yo, keep going. Keep going. You're on the right path. Keep going. Well, guess what? You're going to hurt. You're going to get, you're going to get bruised up. I mean, it's all part of the game, baby. You're earning your stripes. You didn't do anything wrong. Keep going. I know I had to go there. Listen, man. I'm trying to tell y'all niggas, man. No, listen, it speaks for itself. Shit, I'll wear my stripes, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I am my tattoos. I claim my powers. I claim my authority. Come on. Ooh. You gotta claim your authority. So what you do when you give power, you give power to authority over you. That's what the authorities are. You give them power over you. You know what I'm saying? Then they could get you know what I'm saying? You give them power over you. That's what authority is. You know what I'm saying? Now the church now is using the same tactics to have power over you. That's why they call themselves authority. The authorities, man. You know what I'm saying? They fuck you. Hey. Now you're gonna vote for which one of these motherfuckers you like to fuck you over better. How do you like it? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, a little bit of grease, you be alright. To each his own. I don't want nothing up my ass, nigga. Nothing at all. I don't give a fuck about who. Nah, nigga. What would be the purpose of me mastering myself? I can't allow any type of other people to have power over me. Thoughts or ideas or anything. I mean, I could acknowledge it, but you're not going to have a, you know what I'm saying? And that's how they control you. So therefore, they have to rock you to sleep. They are rocking you to sleep. You gave away your power to them. You know what I'm saying? You're no longer seeking. That's when you are. That's the foundation of ignorance. That's how they're guiding you. That's how society is raising you. Because when you claim your authority, nah. That's why spirituality is about individuality. You claiming your authority, you claiming yourself, and also embracing now the fucking universe. And again, that's the relationship of the Father and the Son. Isis now comes into play. That's the Osiris with fucking Horus, which is that state of consciousness, your lower self and higher self coming together. Now, Isis, who was able to put the pieces together, which is the feminine energy, the creativity, the knowledge, the understanding, the meditation, all that shit. They all come together. And at this point, Seth is no longer exist. Nobody's talking about Seth. Because everybody's in perfect union. Seth, which is what? Your physic. Your physicality, the material, Satan, form, whatever you want to call it. See, different names to talk about your fucking reality. Your humanity, dog. Your humanity right here, right now, is the story of Horus, Osiris, Isis, and Seth, Geb, you know, which was the father, Earth. Nut, was it Nut? Whatever the fuck. It's one big narrative. And we understand that the remedy of the pain is in the pain. So we build a story for you to wake you up. And the Europeans are building another story for you to keep you to sleep. If you say, if you want to call it a spiritual warfare, okay. Nice. Okay. It doesn't bother anything. I mean, it didn't change it. Okay. You could build on that. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you're talking about tomatoes. Again, that's why I always tell people, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Even the idea of saying God is greater than us, which is great. And I believe that too, wholeheartedly. But again, it has to have my permission. I have to agree to it. Meaning I had to open up to it. I have to agree, yes. I said yes to it, to that idea. That's why this is all about the narrative. It's all mental. Now, that would be in addition to what we talked about, because it's all mental, have different layers in it. You could look at it in terms of energy, like condensed energy. Now, at this point, although it looks physical, but it's still energy. Everything vibrates. And the Kabbalion talks about that, but I'm speaking about it from a quantum perspective, purely science. I'm being gross. And no shame in my game. You know what I'm saying? Shit. It's all part of that spirituality. You know what I'm saying? I'm up and down. I'm everywhere and nowhere. That's the ma'at. That's the balance. That's the understanding. That's that perfect communion. You know what I'm saying? So now, to claim your power, man, it goes deep. You know what I'm saying? That's you being in touch with your true self. But most importantly, you do so by not suppressing or admitting, one side of you, but by you embracing everything about you. That's what makes it powerful. It makes it whole. It makes it perfect. Because now you're looking at it from all different angles. That's what we're talking about. So again, claim your powers, man. I think I'm gonna have to create a part two for it, only because I feel like there's other part of it that I didn't really touch on, but I'll definitely talk about it on the next one. So it's definitely a pleasure having you in. Check out the Patreon. Reach out to me. Aisyen. Ali.